One bar stood out to many: take care of them children, buy a couple of buildings. Some took this as proof that Rob wasn't just another reckless shooter, he was an OG with wisdom. One person wrote, "Mad respect to Unc. Let these young bulls know, learn a lesson of preaching wisdom rather than violence." Members of Unc Gang began digging into his old Facebook posts, where he often spoke about personal growth, life lessons, and avoiding reckless decisions. One of his most popular posts was about his 4-month stint in jail, where he described how the experience humbled him and made him reflect on his future. Rob had once been cool with the Bloodhounds, or at least certain members. Still, Lil Rob and Trap City members' actions indicate that the feud with Bloodhounds will not end soon. Inside the gang feud that made Trap City Rob a celebrity. In the gritty streets of Chicago, the war between the Bloodhounds and Trap City has been making heartbreaking headlines for a while. This deadly conflict has left a trail of bodies, heartache, and relentless violence with no end in sight. What started as an alliance between several sets has spiraled into one of the bloodiest gang wars.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Yes, sir. And on today's video, we got new footage of Lil Jeff's killer overstepping. Wow. Overstepping on him goes viral. I had to make sure I said that right because that title is crazy. But man, y'all know the story of Lil Jeff, Bloodhound, Q50, Lil Jeff's brother, big brother, just Bloodhound in general is just going fucking crazy, man. So if you're new here, don't forget that big red subscribe button and that like button. We're on the road to 400. And gang, it's early in the morning. It's 6:28 in the morning. You feel me? I have my day off today. I work nighttime. I know you guys are like, why are you up right now? Why don't you sleep? Well, my girl works in the morning, so I get up. You feel me? So I take that time and grind. But I just looked at the channel. Gang, you guys are going crazy. Today is March 21st, and we're currently at 395 subscribers. Gang, we need 5 more people to hit 400 subscribers, and we'll hit that 400 subscriber goal. You guys are going insane. I just want to say shout out to all you guys. I've been getting the comments, man, saying, oh, stop by the channel, hit that sub, comment button, and subscribe button just for you and the YouTube algorithm, man. Shout out to y'all. I've never really, honestly, like, never, ever grown a channel this fast. Like, ever. This shit is all new to me, and it's just like, just mind-blowing. You know, you just ever like look at something, you're like, holy shit, like what the fuck? That's how I feel right now. So man, shout out to you guys. You guys are literally putting a smile on my face every fucking day, man. So I just want to say real shit, shout out to you guys. Stop rambling. I'm gonna stop rambling. I know, I just had to give you guys y'all flowers, man. Much love. But that being said, let's go ahead and see what they have to say about Lil Jeff's killer, man. Let's get it.
The ruthless enforcer of the Bloodhounds lived and rapped about a life defined by violence. But on June 8, 2024, he met the same fate he had delivered to so many others. New footage has surfaced showing the brutal moment Jeff was shot 19 times and left lifeless on a porch while his killers continued to fire, ensuring he'd never get back up. As if the execution wasn't enough, Lil Rob, the man rumored to have set Jeff up, was later seen mocking his death online. This story is as ruthless as it gets, and in this video, we're breaking it all down.
Listen, hold on, before we get into this, I just wanted to let that little intro play out because it was pretty hard. Bro, y'all gotta stop with this shit. This shit is serious, my nigga. Y'all know what everybody calling YNs, young niggas nowadays? Bro, all the YNs are full of crash outs. You feel me? And it's not just the YNs. You got old heads. You got everybody, bro. Everybody has that little meter that you hit. I call it the crash out meter. Real shit. I really call it the crash out meter. Everybody has a crash out meter. You just got to get that person mad enough to where they just don't give a fuck no more. You feel me? Now for YNs, that meter is right here. Like, it just takes anything to hit that meter. You feel me? You know, for people with a, you know, a little bit common sense, the meter is about up here. It takes a little minute to hit that fucking meter. But y'all gotta chill with this. Y'all already killed this nigga and y'all shot him 19 times. Real shit. I'm just being real. Y'all shot this nigga 19 times. So y'all thought, oh, let's go ahead and mock this nigga's death. Bro. Don't let, if we being 100% and saying facts, my nigga, the one, I forgot, Trap City Rob, that's his name, Trap City Rob, my nigga. Lil Jeff almost got you. You feel me? He almost claimed you as a body. So for you to me mocking his death because yeah, he got a little too big headed and try to chase you down without knowing his surroundings. You feel me? And that's what got him off. But he did almost get you, my nigga. So you trying to mock his death for his people to try to come spin back on you is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to chill, bro. Nobody is bulletproof. You feel me? Everybody can get touched. You feel me? Our own president of the United States got touched. You feel me? You can too, my nigga. You feel me? Y'all need to relax. This shit is not smart at all, bro. It's not smart.
Trap City Rob trolled Lil Jeff after
y'all just
shooting
want
him.
to throw y'all
Ever
lives
since
away,
Trap City
bro.
Rob was identified as the
Y'all
man
don't
who
give
gunned
a
down Lil
fuck.
Jeff, his name has been ringing through the Chicago gang rap community. Before that fateful day, Rob was just another member of Trap City, a name known only to those involved in street politics. But on June 8, 2024, everything changed. That day, Rob stepped up when a situation involving his homie Man Man got heated. Man Man was being hunted by the Bloodhounds, led by Lil Jeff and his right-hand man Q50. In a moment that would define his reputation, Rob pulled the trigger multiple times, hitting Jeff in the chest and putting an end to his reign. Jeff, once feared as a ruthless leader, became another headline in the cycle of Chicago gang violence. But it wasn't just the shooting that made Rob infamous. What happened after is what made him a legend in some circles and a walking target in others. A week after the killing, on June 16, 2024, a Cheericology post surfaced on Reddit. It showed Trap City Rob rocking a custom shirt mocking Lil Jeff's death. The details of the shirt weren't immediately clear, but its message wasn't lost on anyone. The streets caught on instantly. Rob wasn't just celebrating his win, he was rubbing salt in the wound. The clip spread like wildfire. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with reactions, with half of the people hyping up Rob as the realest in the trenches, while the other half warned that this type of overstepping doesn't go unanswered. In Chicago gang culture, disrespecting a fallen rival is common, but Rob took it to another level. Soon, more members of Trap City joined in. They started posting clips mocking Jeff's last moments, reenacting the shooting, and taunting Q.
See, not only did Trap City Rob put a target on his back and his gang, right? But they really wanted him because he the one that pulled the trigger, you feel me? He the one, you know? And he overly dissing. But now you got the gang that's jumping on it with Trap City Rob. That's really dissing it and really trying to rub it in. So it's really about to make these niggas mad and full crash out. I'm trying to tell y'all, watch.
50 for failing to protect his leader. Within hours of the video dropping, Instagram turned into a battleground. Memes of Jeff getting caught. Slipping flooded the comment sections of popular Chirac drill pages. Trap City affiliates posted subliminals aimed at Jeff's crew, some even recreating the scene where he was shot.
They call Q50 slide right here, man. We do whatever. This is what they call him slide now, man. We slide, he's right there.
Q50, the man who was supposed to ride for Jeff, became a laughingstock in certain circles for freezing up when it mattered most. One post in particular gained traction, a blurry clip showing Trap City members on a porch laughing, with the caption, "Jeff pulled up, but Unc sent him back." That caption set the tone for how Rob would now be viewed. In the eyes of the streets, he had officially become Unc, the old head who put in work when the young bulls got reckless. Before all this, Trap City Rob was just another aspiring rapper. He had dropped a few tracks over the years, but none of them really made noise. That changed when his 2020.
This shit is getting sad, and more wicked. The more videos we watch on this shit and learn about this shit, bro. This shit is crazy.
Song, What a Feeling, randomly resurfaced after his name started trending. Within days, the YouTube views jumped by over 10,000. The comment section turned into a place where fans, haters, and gang watchers debated his status. Some saw Rob as an OG who handled his business, while others believed he was a dead man walking. One of the most popular comments read, "Jeff came to deliver the mail," and Unc said, "Return to sender." The entire situation became entertainment for outsiders, with some even treating gang wars like a sport.
And y'all know the internet don't give a fuck because you can't see their face. You feel me? You can't see their face. You don't know nothing about them. So the internet gonna say the most wildest shit ever. You feel me? The most wildest shit ever. Everybody knows that. But these niggas, bro, Man, this shit is wicked.
One
Wicked.
fan labeled Rob as the defensive player of the year, saying protect the porch at all costs. Beyond the jokes, some fans actually started studying Rob's lyrics. One bar stood out to many: take care of them children, buy a couple of buildings. Some took this as proof that Rob wasn't just another reckless shooter, he was an OG with wisdom. One person wrote, mad respect to Unc, let these young bulls know, learn a lesson, get your priorities straight. Stack your paper and invest. Don't pop pills and crash out. Take care of your kids. This further separated Rob from Jeff.
That's the only bar I'll probably agree with Unc on. You feel me? Stack your bread, invest, my nigga. Buy some buildings. Feel me? Invest in the fucking stock market. You feel me? In fucking, I don't know, liquor store, gas station, my nigga, anything. You feel me? Invest your money in anything other than pills, the streets, and guns. You feel me? Go get rich, my nigga. You feel me? Go get rich. Go get wealthy, my nigga. Live your life that you always dreamed of as a kid. You feel me? Real shit. Cause this, you didn't dream as this as a kid. You dreamed about crashing the fuck out as a kid. You telling me that's what you dreamed about? Or you dreamed about getting rich, having a big ass mansion. You feel me? All the dream cars you ever wanted. You feel me? Come on now.
In people's minds.
Y'all
Jeff
niggas,
was a
y'all
young
doing,
and
y'all
reckless
doing it
shooter.
backwards.
Let's be real here. This is a marketing
bro, here we
ploy.
go
I'm
with
gonna
these
keep
goddamn
annoying you to
commercials.
download my ad block, and then you're gonna get so fat.
While Rob, despite his violent actions, was seen as a man with a code. On June 28, 2024, a new Reddit community called R Trap City Unc Gang appeared. This wasn't just a
remember this
fan
from last
page,
video.
it was a movement. Members of the subreddit labeled themselves as PDN, Porch Defender Nation. They made posts listing
That is
Rob's
crazy.
2024 accomplishments: ops neutralized, porch protected, fans worldwide. One person wrote, when the
Bro,
bloodhounds
what?
start misbehaving, call Team Unc. Some even compared Rob to a neighborhood guardian, a figure who handled business but wasn't reckless. Surprisingly,
that's why I said
before he
the
became
internet's
known as
undefeated.
Lil Jeff's killer, Trap City Rob wasn't widely seen as an aggressor. Unlike many other street figures in Chicago's gang culture, Rob had a history of preaching wisdom rather than violence. Members of Unc Gang began digging into his old Facebook posts, where he often spoke about personal growth, life lessons, and avoiding reckless decisions. One of his most popular posts was about his 4-month stint in jail, where he described how the experience humbled him and made him reflect on his future. 4 months, one phone call a week. That's all it took for me to realize I wasn't trying to go back. You don't know real loneliness until you locked up, and the only thing keeping you sane is prayer and a couple books. For someone now,
Y'all hear what he just said? Do y'all hear what he just said? Only thing that keeps you sane in prison, my nigga, is prayer and a couple books. My nigga, you're not ready for that. You're not built for that. You feel me? You don't want that. Pack it the fuck up. We live in 2025. We got cameras everywhere, nigga. You gon' get caught. You feel me? Stop it.
being celebrated as
Stop
a ruthless
it.
shooter, his past
Stop.
words painted a different picture.
It's
He wasn't
over
always
now,
like this.
bro. Pack
One of
that
his
up.
most
It's
discussed
not the
posts
1900s no
resurfaced.
more.
Young black men gotta do better. Too many of us throw our lives away because we don't know how to talk things out. No conflict resolution, just egos and guns. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to live, but I promise y'all this ain't it. He even criticized drill.
Bro, Unc is telling y'all this ain't it. But he also being a hypocrite because he's still doing the same shit. How you gonna tell young niggas not to do shit like this, right? And you posting it, rapping in your music, but then you posting clips of you mocking somebody you just killed. My nigga, you expect them to listen to you when you literally being a hypocrite? And young niggas know that. They know what the word hypocrite means. Trust me. You feel me? Nigga, they gonna look at you and laugh like, nigga, you telling us to go invest our money and do this, but you over here mocking Lil Jeff. Yeah, alright, nigga. Yeah, we hear you, Unc. Okay. Nigga, that's going through one ear, out the other ear. You feel me? Y'all tripping. Ain't nobody listening to your ass.
Music, claiming that it
What?
had turned violence into a business while leaving real people dead or in jail. These labels don't care about us. Drill music turned murder into entertainment. The problem
But
is
you
y'all
don't
don't see
care
the
about
game being
yourself.
played until it's too late. This was not the Trap City Rob people saw today, but what changed? Rob's transformation from a respected voice to a feared figure may have had deeper roots. Old throwback pictures resurfaced online, showing Rob standing alongside Bloodhound Vert and another man. Many assumed the photo was proof that Rob had once been cool with the Bloodhounds, or at least certain members. Still, Lil Rob and Trap City members' actions indicate that the feud with Bloodhounds will not end soon. Inside the gang feud that made Trap City Rob a celebrity. In the gritty streets of Chicago, the war between the Bloodhounds and Trap City has been making heartbreaking headlines for a while. This deadly conflict has left a trail of bodies, heartache, and relentless violence with no end in sight. What started as an alliance between several sets has spiraled into one of the bloodiest gang wars in recent memory, fueled by betrayal, retaliation, and the quest for dominance in both the streets and the drill music scene. Initially, Bloodhound, Trap City, Drill City, and other cliques like 400 East, MTV 079, and Chris World were all part of an alliance known as Bloodhound 0679. This pact, forged over a decade ago, was meant to unify these groups under a shared banner, pooling resources and manpower to fend off rival sets. However, this fragile unity began to unravel in 2023 when Drill City members allegedly stole a chain belonging to a Trap City affiliate. The stolen chain, engraved with 67 stalking, was more than jewelry. It symbolized Trap City's territory and pride. Trap City's fury was immediate. The theft not only marked a breach of trust, but also sowed seeds of division within the alliance. Other sets began choosing sides, with most siding with Drill City, feeling betrayed.
Do y'all hear how much he's breaking this shit down? Do y'all hear how entangled this gang shit is? Like how easy you can just get stuck on the wrong side and then boof, you're dead? My nigga, stop it, bro. The more and more I hear about this new street shit and these new rules, the dumber this shit sounds and gets, my nigga. Bro, stop. Like, this shit is so stupid, bro. Let it go.
Trap City severed ties with the alliance and declared war. This marked the beginning of a blood
hold
feud.
on. I get it. Some of y'all like, nigga, you saying let it go, but I'm already in it. I understand, bro, but at some point, at some time, my nigga, you just gotta get away, my nigga. Even if you gotta up and move to the middle of butt-fuck nowhere. My nigga, you need to get out of there. You gonna live your whole life like this? You gonna have children and you gonna raise them a part of this? You want your children to be what you are? You feel me? My nigga, you gotta get out somehow, some way, so you can have children and get them out of that. Make your children be the rich ones, nigga, if you already in that. Don't let your children grow up to see, oh, daddy like this, daddy gangbanging, he swing guns, he kill people. I want to be like that too. My nigga, you a fucked up father if you gonna let your kid follow in your footsteps. Real shit. Now, what if your kid die and you end up living? You gonna, ooh, that's gonna eat you alive, my nigga. I'm telling you, get out now.
That would escalate into a brutal cycle
bro.
of killings. One of the earliest casualties
now.
of this feud was Zimoni, a Bloodhound affiliate and cousin to rising stars Lil Jeff and Q50. On March 16th, 2023, Zimoni was chilling in a car on the 1300 block of East 79th Street when Trap City members ambushed him. They sprayed the car with bullets, hitting Zimoni 29 times. According to street rumors, someone in Zimoni's circle had dropped his location, leading Trap City straight to him. His death shattered any hope of reconciliation between the groups. Lil Jeff, devastated by his cousin's murder, sought revenge. In June 2023, he reportedly gunned down Leal, a beloved Trap City member, while Leal was sitting in an Uber. The retaliation sent shockwaves through Trap City, further solidifying Jeff's reputation as a fearless and vengeful bloodhound. In songs and vlogs, bloodhounds began dissing Leal, taunting Trap City over their loss. On January 26, 2024, the rivalry reached a boiling point. Monterio Monty Drench Williams and Robert Lil Rob Boston, brothers from Nitty Block, were targeted in a brazen daylight attack. The brothers were well-known figures in their gang, and their deaths would send shockwaves through the community. The attack was meticulously planned, with the assailants waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The murder of Monty and Lil Rob was carried out with ruthless efficiency. In front of dozens of witnesses and multiple cameras, the brothers were gunned down in a hail of bullets. The audacity of the attack, carried out in broad daylight, was a clear message to Nitty Block and anyone else who dared to challenge the Black Disciples. The streets were left reeling from the sheer brutality of the act. In the days following,
these niggas are walking up in broad daylight, my nigga. Broad daylight. Everybody can see. I'm telling you, bro.
The murders, Lil Jeff took to social media to post a series of cryptic messages that hinted at his involvement. His Instagram stories were filled with subliminal references to the killings, and his followers quickly picked up on the
진짜 맛있다.
Hold on,
진짜
I got something else to tell y'all too.
clues.
You got two ways, dead or in prison. And if you think you going up there, my nigga, I ain't gonna tell you where you going, cause it's also a sin. You ain't supposed to tell somebody else where they going. You feel me? But if you think you doing all this, And you going up there? Use your brain.
Posts were a mix of bravado and taunting, aimed at both his rivals and his growing
Come on
fan
now.
base. Lil Jeff's music also
What's the
reflected his
opposite of
involvement
up?
in the double homicide. In his
You
songs,
feel
he
me?
detailed
Come
the
on.
events leading up to the murders, the motivations
Come on.
behind them, and the aftermath.
Where all
Tracks
the
like
crash
Double
outs go.
Trouble and Street Confessions became anthems in the underground rap scene, with fans dissecting every lyric for clues about the crime. His music was
This
a
shit's
chilling
wicked.
testament to the violent world he inhabited, and it resonated deeply with those who lived similar lives. The double homicide solidified his reputation as a ruthless gangster and a formidable figure in the rap scene, but it also made him a target. The murders set off a chain reaction of violence and retribution, with both sides
Yeah, it's
seeking to
always gonna-
avenge their fallen
always gonna be a
comrades.
target,
The streets
bruh.
of Chicago became even more dangerous, and Lil Jeff found himself at the center of the storm. The streets became a war zone, with drive-by shootings, ambushes, and other acts of violence becoming a daily occurrence. The cycle of retribution seemed endless, and the body count continued to rise. Meanwhile, rival gangs were trying to figure out a way to also make their mark, and they did this with the reprisal murder of Lil Squirrel, one of Lil Jeff's close friends. They wanted to send a message that no one associated with Lil Jeff was safe. It's clear that Lil Squirrel's murder really affected Lil Jeff. Despite his hardened exterior, the loss of someone close to him hit hard. Lil Jeff took to social media to express his grief and anger, posting an Instagram story where he claimed that Lil Squirrel was innocent and not a gang member. He accused his enemies of being so emotional that they would kill anybody when they're emotional, and urged his followers to stay safe, all my innocent people. This post was a rare glimpse into the more vulnerable side of Lil Jeff, showing that even he was not immune to the pain and loss that came with the gang lifestyle. The murder of
you,
Lil
bro.
Squirrel also intensified the cycle of violence. Lil Jeff's enemies saw the killing as a necessary act of retribution, but it
I just don't understand how y'all think this shit is a game and this shit is fun when all your homies, all your family members, all your friends is literally dying around you, all around you. Everybody that you used to hang out with and grow up with, they're all falling. All of them. Just knocking down like dominoes, nigga. My nigga, soon enough, you ain't gonna have nobody left. It's just gonna be you. And then you gonna be gone. My nigga, what kind of lifestyle is this? This is what y'all live for the adrenaline? For 2 years and then you're dead? Like, I don't understand this shit. I really don't understand this shit. I mean, everything, like I said, I 100%, I believe in everything happens for a reason. And a lot of you niggas were literally born just to be crash outs. That's how I feel, bro. Like, a lot of you niggas were born specifically to crash the fuck out. You feel me? And that's it. That what you're over with. Because, my nigga, like, you're telling me this is the time we live in that just out of nowhere all these random people are just starting to crash the fuck out? Nah, my nigga. That was your purpose. You feel me? It just was your purpose. Because there's no way that niggas just blink or think one moment, oh, I'm about to lose it all, risk everything. Nah, my nigga. There's something wrong with you. Or that was your purpose. You feel me? I'm just starting to believe like this was niggas' purpose. It's just too common nowadays for niggas just to crash out. So you niggas just literally, that's what you were born to do, is to crash the fuck out and get yourself off this planet. You feel me? That's how I feel.
only fueled his desire for revenge.
For the
The
people
streets of
that actually
Chicago
needed
became
to be
even
on the
more
planet.
dangerous as both
'Cause
sides
y'all-
engaged in a deadly
y'all
game of
crazy,
tit for
bro.
tat. Each act
Y'all
of violence
tripping.
was met with another, creating an endless loop of bloodshed and retribution. Being the
I'm
leader
trying
of
to
the
get rich,
Bloodhounds,
nigga.
Lil Jeff was
What?
responsible for many bodies that made him feared on the
Rich and
streets.
get out the way.
Lil Jeff's violent reputation. Before Lil Jeff
Ghost,
became a
nigga.
name whispered in fear across Chicago's South Side, he was just another young face in the city's brutal cycle of street warfare. But unlike others who merely participated in the violence, Jeff thrived in it. He wasn't just another gang member. He was a calculated enforcer, a hunter in a city full of prey. By the time he entered the drill scene in late 2022, Jeff wasn't just rapping about murder, he was living it. His debut song, The Bloody Family, featuring JB Bin Laden, was an open declaration of war, an anthem for his gang, the Bloodhounds. A month later, he dropped Drop Can't
That's
Beat
crazy.
Us, a track where he made one thing clear: I'm really not a rapper. It was more than just a lyric, it was a warning. Jeff wasn't in the booth for the fame. He was there to send a message. As his music gained traction, so did his reputation. But in the streets, Jeff wasn't recognized for his bars. He was feared for his body count. By the time Jeff's name was making rounds in the drill scene, he had already earned a sinister nickname in the streets, the Pistol Professor. It wasn't just because he carried a gun, it was because he taught lessons with it. His alleged list of victims reads like a hit list from a war zone. Rob from Trap City, Monty Drench Williams, Leal from Trap City, Gutter from Hit Squad, Slide from 079, Clay from 95, Boogie from 95 Mob, Baby KD from the East Side. Each name represented a life taken,
This
a
nigga
message
had
sent.
9
But Jeff's
bodies.
legacy of violence didn't start when he was famous. According to rumors, he was catching
know if it was
bodies
actually
before he was
9, I
even a
just, you
teenager.
know.
Back in September 2014, an 18-year-old named Kamal Burton, aka Molly Ma, was shot dead in the far south side of Chicago. He was an affiliate of the Hray Mob, and his murder seemed like just another statistic in a city drowning in bloodshed. But the whispers on the streets told a different story. According to hood rumors, Molly Ma's killer wasn't an older gang member or a seasoned shooter. It was a 12-year-old kid named Lil Jeff. At the time, Jeff was still just a boy, a kid with hoop dreams, spending his days practicing jump shots instead of drilling his ops. The idea of
Jermaine struggled
Bro,
for years with dental
hold
issues
on.
before finally
This
finding
nigga-
Nuvia.
you're telling
Listen
me,
to
bro.
what he wanted most after
Bro.
his smile.
a scrawny 12
You're telling me this 12-year-old nigga just murdered this little nigga, bro? I was 12 years old playing with little RC cars, my nigga. But these niggas grew up in different times, bro. Like, I'm not that much older than these niggas, but fuck, my nigga. 12 years old? That was 2012 for me. My nigga, I was running around the playgrounds, jumping in wood chips, on a swing. I was never thinking about running around with a switch. Nigga, oh, yeah, this world is doomed, my nigga. I don't know how to tell y'all this, bro. I really don't know how to tell y'all niggas this, bro. This world we live in, we're doomed, my nigga. Like, absolutely doomed.
12-year-old pulling
I
the
just want
trigger
y'all to
on an
know that, bro.
18-year-old gang member sounded impossible.
I really
but
do.
in Chicago, nothing is impossible. Even though no solid evidence ever surfaced, the rumor alone gave Jeff a certain mythical aura. If people feared him before, now they saw him as something else entirely, a monster
Hell yeah,
in a
he
child's
was
body.
12 years
As
old
the years
catching
passed,
bodies.
Jeff's name began popping up more and more in street
was thinking
chatter
of that?
whenever bodies dropped. In May 2021, a crew hit squad member named Lil Gutter was killed, and people whispered that Jeff had something to do with it. Then, in March 2022, an OG from Evans Mob named Roger Lewis, Black, was gunned down in a drive-by. The streets debated whether Jeff was involved, but this time, an official
this nigga
suspect
had
was
like
already
19
charged and
bodies
serving
before he
time.
died.
Still, his name being thrown around so casually spoke volumes. By 2022, Jeff had suffered his own loss. His close friend Jamarian Lawston, aka J-Mo, was killed, and some say this was the moment he fully embraced his dark side. After J-Mo's death, Jeff reportedly committed his first confirmed murder. The streets took notice. By 2023, Jeff was no longer just a rising rapper. He was a feared name in Chicago's gang world. When his cousin Z-Money was gunned down in March 2023, Jeff wasted no time seeking revenge. His first major publicized hit came on June 25th, 2023. The victim, Leal, a well-known member of Trap City. Leal, whose real name was Jaleel Goins, wasn't in the trenches when he died. He wasn't on the block, throwing up gang signs or flashing guns. Instead, he was sitting in an Uber in one of the safest neighborhoods in Chicago, Little Italy, an area filled with gentrified apartments and trendy coffee shops. But death doesn't check zip codes before it comes knocking. While
Hell
Leal
no.
sat in the rideshare, a masked figure approached his window and let off a barrage.
This is what I just see what I said? You can get touched anywhere. You can be at the safest place on earth and still get touched. I just told y'all that our president of the United States got touched, nigga. You don't think you can get touched too? I'm telling you, bro, y'all need to pay attention to your surroundings. Watch y'all back at all times, my nigga. And don't do this street shit. So you can at least live a longer life, my nigga. You feel me? We already got to deal with random ass people shooting up grocery stores and doing stupid shit. Don't be a statistic like this. A regular gang member that's gonna die in a shooting because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Dissed the wrong person at the wrong time. Got shot up. No. You feel me? At least die of old age, my nigga. Or some natural causes. You feel me? Don't be like this shit, bro. This shit is sad.
Of gunfire. The
This
shooter
shit is very
disappeared into the
sad,
night,
bro.
leaving Leal bleeding out in the back
Like,
seat as the terrified Uber driver
all
sped to
just
the nearest
falling,
hospital.
nigga.
By the time they arrived,
Doom,
Leal
doom,
was already
doom,
dead. The
doom,
very next
doom.
day, as Leal's
That shit's
family
sad.
mourned his loss, Jeff and his crew dropped a song. It was a remix of Lil YT's track Coffin, but Jeff's version had a chilling twist. The title alone felt like a direct reference to Leal's murder. And in the music video, Jeff's right-hand man, Q50, held up a picture of Z-Money, almost as if mocking Trap City for what was coming next. The message was clear. You took one of ours. Now we've taken one of yours. And we're not done yet. Jeff didn't just kill. He enjoyed it. In a viral video circulating on Reddit, he was seen joking about killing a friend, pointing a gun at him for laughs. When someone dies in the streets, most people at least pretend to show remorse. Not Jeff. Whenever one of his alleged victims was mentioned online, he jumped in the comments to laugh. When Pierre Lil Pooh Booza Jr., a rumored Trap City affiliate, was gunned down, a Chicago drill fan page paid tribute to him on Instagram. Jeff hopped in the comments and said, "That boy was dissing Z-Money. Now look at him." For Jeff, murder wasn't a tragedy, it was a scoreboard. But Jeff wasn't born a monster. He was a product of his environment, a city where bullets fly like raindrops and survival means picking up a gun before your enemies do. His father, Jeffrey Harris Sr., was rumored to be in the streets before him, affiliated with the 068 C Block gang, but Jeff never knew him. His father was either dead, locked up, or gone. His older brother, Jay Boogie, was in the streets too. Jeff grew up watching his brother move like a real gangster, and when the time came, he followed in his footsteps. Even his mother co-signed his violence. A viral Instagram DM surfaced after Jeff's death.
Did y'all just hear what the fuck he just said? His mother co-signed him. My nigga, that whole family was gangbanging. See, when you're in a life like this, I understand. You feel me? Not really. I'm not even gonna lie, cause nigga, my family gangbang. But I never decided to go on that route, cause I knew what it was. You feel me? Now I ain't no pushover. You feel me? I'll still shoot your ass, 100%. But I don't bang. But I will kill you. You feel me? Just like everybody else. Fuck with me, you gonna find out. But I'm not gonna sit here, I'm from whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de. No, nigga, I find that shit so corny and stupid. You from this, you wear this color, cool, nigga. Go about your day, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? That shit is so stupid to me. Anybody can be a killer, bro. Anybody. Everybody got that limit. Lil Baby said it the best. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. You feel me? That goes for anybody. Anybody can do that shit. But just because you're in a gang and doing this, bro, stop it. You feel me? If you want to be a killer, cool. You can be a killer. Nigga, everybody's a killer on the inside. You just got to get them to that level. You feel me? You ain't got to be in a gang to want to kill people to do. No, bro. Leave that shit alone. Go get a bag. Go get rich. This gang shit is not for you. It's not for nobody. This shit needs to be dead. All the OGs y'all used to look at and look up to in the music, Snoop Dogg, all them niggas, they all tell you that shit's dead. To leave it alone. Nigga, you only end up two ways, dead or in prison. And half the time, all you niggas end up dying. So stop it. Bro.
Yeah, allegedly
I don't know
from
how
his
many
mom,
times I gotta
praising
tell
him for
you
his
niggas,
actions.
bro.
Go ahead, son. Your name ringing bells in the streets. I said, is that my boy? She even admitted she loved seeing him slide on kids who used to sleep in the same bed as him. That's the kind of upbringing
That's
Jeff
crazy,
had.
bro.
As time passed, Jeff fully embraced his reputation. He
That's
wasn't just
crazy.
beefing with rivals. He was killing kids he grew up with, kids he once called friends, and he didn't care. However, after years of being a terror
Yeah, he
on the
didn't
streets
care,
with his
'cause even the
parents'
his
support,
own
Lil
mom
Jeff was
co-signed
killed
him.
most fittingly. Lil Jeff's death. Lil Jeff had always lived by the gun, and as he often rapped, he was ready to die by it too. But when the day
Yep.
finally came, it wasn't a legendary last stand or a well-executed drill. It was a chaotic, reckless mission gone terribly wrong. It was June
Yep.
8th, 2024, and Jeff was on yet another mission. For Jeff and his right-hand man, Q50, pulling up on their ops wasn't just about revenge. It was about maintaining their reputation. The duo were the face of the Bloodhounds, a gang that had built its name off relentless violence, ruthless retaliation, and drill music that blurred the line line between rap and reality. But this time, the hunters became the hunted. The plan seemed simple enough. Jeff Q50 and another masked shooter had loaded up in a car, driving down South Rhodes Avenue, a street they had rapped about shooting up countless times before. Their target was Man Man, an enemy Jeff had likely been waiting to catch slipping. The leaked surveillance footage tells the story. At the top left of the frame, you can see a car door opening. Jeff jumps out, gun already drawn, and immediately starts firing. The man in yellow shorts, later identified as Man Man, ducks behind a car, then sprints toward a house. Jeff wasn't letting him get away. As Man Man ran up the steps and into the house, Jeff did what he had always rapped about. He chased an op into their own home, gun blazing. But this time, he wasn't the only one.
He
Great
wasn't
news.
the only one.
Now
like I
your
said,
account
bro,
has a level, and you get free daily cases.
Ready for war.
you can rap about it in your music. You can do it before. My nigga, that does not mean it's gonna always happen. You feel me? Yeah, he was big-headed. He felt like, man, I done this shit before. This nigga running? Oh, bet. I'm about to gun this nigga down in his own house. You feel me? That's what he thought. No, nigga. Pay attention to your surroundings. Nigga, this is not even your block, your area. You on his block. You feel me? You don't know who's around that corner. This nigga thought, hit that corner, and oh boys, 2 people popped out of the corner and ended Jeff.
As Jeff sprinted toward the porch, a second gunman inside the house took position and opened fire. Bullets tore through
Boom.
Jeff's body, sending him stumbling back. He collapsed at the bottom of the porch, helpless, his gun still in hand but useless now. In the chaos, his killers emptied an entire magazine into him, making sure he was
See what
gone
I'm
for
saying,
good.
bro?
By the time Jeff hit the ground, he had been shot 19 times. He wasn't getting back up.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Just because you did it before does not mean it will happen again. Y'all need to know this. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. My nigga, y'all be safe out here, bro. This shit is wicked. Y'all need to realize that. He did say he was ready to die by it. You feel me? In his music. But are you truly ready to die by it? You feel me? Y'all need to be safe out here, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Shit, man. This shit is something crazy, bro. I'll catch y'all in tomorrow's video at 3 p.m., man. We gone.